Welcome to OMM News, and we have Lord Raminder Ranger, member of the House of Lords in UK, and we'll go straight to him and ask him a direct question. Lord Ranger, what is your take on the grooming gang? A lot of controversies have taken place, so we want to hear right from the horse's mouth from you as to what the actual situation is and how you need to tackle it.
Well, this is the news which has disturbed every person, not in Britain, but also worldwide. And unfortunately, it's the failure of police, leadership, and combination of political masters who did not take this uh, situation seriously. And they let it escalate to this point when things have gone beyond control. But however, having said that, there's always silver lining on the dark cloud. So now the public has awoken, has awakened up, and the politicians have waken up, and they're demanding a public inquiry. Public inquiry means it should be bipartisan. Everybody should take part, police, community leaders, and everything. And I feel uh, sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind in order to highlight the shortfalls of any community. You have to be brave, you have to be bold, and you have to tell the people that they got to improve the situation, because end of the day, they tarnish handful of people, they tarnish the entire hardworking, peace-loving, positive, and loyal community of United Kingdom. So I think a good thing will happen afterward.
As a very senior leader, do you feel that the government has proved equal to the task? They have taken strong stand. They have been able to take strong stand in this regard. Has there been a lacuna on the part of the government over the last few months?
But in democracy, public power is more powerful than the government. Now, the government, although they did not go for the inquiry, they defeated the demand for the inquiry in the parliament. But the way all the other political parties and public are raising their concern, I feel the government will come round to their demand, because that is called the people power in democracy. That handful of people, elected people, cannot decide the sentiments or the feeling of nearly 80 million citizens of United Kingdom.
Absolutely. And secondly, to term the grooming gang as Asians, I mean, you cannot broaden the subject as a whole, because the Asian comprises of Indian, Pakistanis, Sri Lankans, and a lot of other people from the entire Asian countries. So
Well,
it's only a particular section of the society is basically, as we hear, Pakistanis who are more involved in this, as mentioned by a British MP. So, do you feel that clubbing them together as Asians is wrong?
I think we must single out the community responsible, so their leader can take stock of the situation, because by trying to appease people does not help the people or the community or the country. So therefore, one has to distinguish, were they Chinese, were they Korean, were they Indian, were they Bangladeshi, who they are. You just cannot lumber them. All Europeans are guilty, of Nazi crime. So you can't do that. So therefore, we singled out German and we dealt with them. Similarly, if we deal with one particular community, it is not something that is going to damage the community, is going to improve it.
Lastly, let me ask you, Lord Ranger, are you satisfied with the government response so far? Do you feel, do you feel that the situation is going to improve in near future?
As a conservative, I am not happy that the government has not supported the motion. And but having said that, but how long can they ignore the wishes of the public? End of the day, the rule of law is that the people must have the ultimate power.
So, do you think the situation will improve in near future?
100%. This is a very oldest democracy in the world. It has gone through many ups and downs, and we are still here. We have never seen a coup. We have never seen any uprising. So in the end, the mature people, they will come. Even the politicians have the best interest of their country at heart. They may have a different way of showing it, but they have to bow to the people power.
So the grooming gang has to be contained and strong action needs to be taken. They have to be identified community-wise. They have to be identified and the strictest action needs to be taken against them. That's the bottom line, isn't it?
100%. This problem is a British problem. We have to work with the communities. We have to get the leadership on board. We have to communicate with the people that this is not the British way of life, to abuse weak and vulnerable or young children of society, because end of the day, children are the future of a nation, and if their lives are damaged, we are damaging the nation.
Yes, and another controversy that has arisen out of this is many of the Conservative Party MPs were not a signatory to the inquiry. So how do you react to that?
Well, that is another very disappointing scenario, because some people did not vote because they knew they will the motion will not go through, so they didn't bother to turn up. Some were ill, some were not in the country, so there are all sorts of reasons, and some probably didn't want to offend their local constituents. So that is the problem we have. Sometimes even the democracy has some problem.
Thank you very much for speaking to us, Lord Ranger, and we'll keep on coming back to you on these issues, on our various other issues in near future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
আরো খবরের আপডেট পেতে সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন আমাদের ইউটিউব চ্যানেলটি আর বেল আইকনে ক্লিক করুন নোটিফিকেশনস পেতে।